भले करते ही नहीं हो, फिर जो तुमको कुछ बुराई का दंड पाना पड़े, जो दुखी हो और फिर चिल्लाओ, तो चिल्लाने की बात रहेगी नहीं। तो ये सभी चीजें हैं जिसको अच्छी तरह से समझ कर करके अभी उसी चीज का लाभ लेना है। तो वाक्य भी महिमा को यथार्थ समझने का है ना। वैसे वाक्य महिमा को खाली समझना नहीं है, वाक्य संबंध रखने का है और उसका प्रैक्टिकल बन करके सपूत बच्चा प्रैक्टिकल एक्शन में अथवा कर्म में आने का है, तो अपने कर्मों को श्रेष्ठ बनाना है। कभी बना रहे हो ना अच्छी तरह से, ध्यान देते हो ना अपने पर, क्योंकि ये खाली ऐसा सुनने का नहीं है, प्रैक्टिकल आने का है ना। तो अपना सारा दिन अपने प्रैक्टिकल कर्म के ऊपर अटेंशन रखना है। आज मैंने सारे दिन में क्या किया, अच्छा बिताया, कोई लोभ अवश, कोई मोह अवश, कोई काम अवश, कोई क्रोध अवश, ऐसा तो कोई उल्टा काम नहीं किया। तो सारे दिन का अपना रखना है पूरा में हिसाब किताब, चौट दिनचर्या, पूरा हिसाब अपने पास।
सुना हो किसी ने वैसा, तेरी मीठी मीठी बोली जैसे कोई बाटे टोली, तेरी मीठी मीठी बोली जैसे कोई बाटे टोली, दुनिया सारी दिल में समाई तूने, नैनों के पलने में जो पालना दी मम्मा, नैनों के पलने में जो पालना दी मम्मा, और दृष्टि से लोरियां सुनाई तूने।
Om Shanti. Be a karma yogi. Practice stabilizing in your original religion. Just as the instruments of science are able to create an atmosphere of heat or cold, in the same way, you, Master Almighty, authority souls, with your silence, that is, with your power of remembrance, and with the stage of your deep love, can spread whatever vibrations or atmosphere you want. For this, practice stabilizing in your original religion and creating an atmosphere of happiness, peace, and power. Let any soul who comes into that atmosphere experience that they can attain a lot of happiness, peace, and power here. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Welcome to Vyakti Parivar. Today is day 11. Be a karma yogi. Practice stabilizing in your original relation. Now we will listen to Mohini Didi.
Om Shakti, everyone. Baba is ocean of knowledge and also bestower of knowledge. But also when Shiv Baba comes in Brahma Baba, Baba becomes embodiment of knowledge. So we all also have to be the image, the embodiment or sarup of knowledge. Because it is based on knowledge that we come to know that what is our stage of perfection, where we began our journey, and where we have to go now. Baba makes us Sudarshan Chakradhari. Not only we know ourselves, but we know whole drama, the whole cycle. Now, after understanding, we need to be that, to become that, right? That is why some people say, this one has a lot of knowledge, but doesn't have sense, doesn't have even common sense. Because you have to change knowledge into being sensible. Not only that, but Baba keeps saying, you have to become worthy child. Keep increasing your worth. Keep increasing your value every day. It's a very common saying that to make life perfect, one of the most important practice or element is to practice. And there is a saying that practice makes us perfect. Now, there are many types of practices. Our practice really begins with the thoughts, awareness. So, attention on what do we think. The transformation in this process is very important. And that transformation is also to be elevated, to progress. Because I know that even when it comes to not only thoughts, but somewhere between thoughts and words and actions, because we will repeat that, our response will be like that. There are certain things which becomes habit. And then when you act as from habit, not from awareness, then others won't really be influenced by it or learn from it. Like if you like certain way, certain things in kitchen or anywhere, and someone enters there and says something which that's always did. So even before you arrive, they know that you're going to say it. So they close their ears, right? Anyway, you're going to say it, and I don't like it, so I don't hear it. But if you every time increase your gentleness, your sweetness, even your words, the way you say something, everyone will listen to you. I know that if you say same thing, many sisters say, now recording has begun. And when I hear it, I don't like it. Say why somebody has to think that recording has started, because you keep saying same things, same things. But every time you have to say maybe same thing, but don't say in same words. Don't say in the same tone. Then there is more influence, more effect, and more learning could happen. Plus good relationships also start. So practice of the thoughts, then of the words, then also of actions, right? And then sanskars get formed. And when there are sanskars, then again it will repeat whole cycle. So that is why when Baba says practice is really transformation in our awareness and attention on, I'm not going to say the same thing because I've said 10 times. Now I'm saying 11th time. But I have to say it, but say it in completely different way, sweet way, so that other person is attentive, listens to it, and also act accordingly, learns from that. So that is what Baba means, practice. So when you are practicing, you're not repeating. But when you are practicing, it's like creating and changing that awareness. I'm sharing this with my experience that like when Peaceful Edge began, there were many in the kitchen. They didn't know how to keep it clean, how to cover the pots. They will leave pots on, off, with their lid off. Every time I go, they know I'm going to say it. So what I decided not to say. But as soon as I'm going, they automatically do it. I don't have to say. So I think we have to, for our self-respect, practice what Baba gives. And it should be rather like Brahma Baba. He will come in the kitchen very silently. He will walk around, observe, and give everyone light and might. Souls will be able to do what is right only if there is love, there is light and might. And like today Baba said, third eye, benevolent for everyone. And I think that is the intention in all Baba's children, everywhere, while doing actions, to see that our habits are good, our standard is good, our way of doing is accurate, right? That's the intention. And we want to see things happening in that way. So what is best is to be, Baba says, no, lighthouse, karma yogi. And karma yogi or lighthouse is that souls feel powerful, not fearful. There are some souls, they are very efficient and some are less, right? So how do I help that soul to be efficient? Can't be in fear. It is with love, it is with inner power that learning happen and the capacity grow. So when Baba keeps saying, I was thinking today, is it for myself? I have to be in my religion of the self, peaceful. Or is it for atmosphere? Is it for others? For Baba's task? And if we keep all these points in our mind, we will maintain peaceful atmosphere, peaceful nature, peaceful thinking, peaceful words. So a karma yogi, good example, where others see you doing some things, lot of things, but you do it in silence, you do peacefully, you are doing in Baba's remembrance. And such karma yogi is a good example for others. And definitely everyone learns and they also progress, which is very important. So I again underline practice is very important. That makes you powerful, and a natural yogi too. Natural BK also. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti Didi. Good
Hello.
evening.
Good evening, Srinven.
It feels like a long time since I've been with you.
Yeah, maybe 1 week, right?
Over a week, because last Tuesday, Ken Bai was doing it. It was beautiful. I was listening to it. I am very intrigued by Sunday's Murli. In many ways, it was very interesting. And I wanted to ask you a few questions on that. I hope they're not difficult. If they're difficult, you can tell me. One of the questions was Baba was saying that all of you have powers, but you're not able to use it at the right time. The power is not being used at the right time. What do you think? Why do you think we are not able to use powers at the right time?
I think that everything is again practice, no? Like tolerance. And I start confronting instead of tolerating. What I supposed to merge, I again emerge in such a way. So I think that one time Dadi Prakashmani was sitting outside History Hall. There is a little garden there. And then there were few others. So one person was talking, saying certain things. And they were very direct criticism or comments on Dadi Prakashmani. This doesn't happen in Yagya. Why this happened in Yagya? And Dadi keep listening. But we felt it was too much. So we didn't say, we thought it will finish anyway. So when it finished, then he left. So we asked Dadi, but didn't you feel bad? Didn't you feel something? She said, no, I was checking my powers. Are 8 powers working or 4 working or 3 working? And because I was checking that, it didn't hurt me. And then jokingly she said, maybe he ate a lot of protein. Thodi badam jada kha liya. That means when you are overeaten protein, your head is like very fast and unnecessarily thinking. And we were so amazed that we were affected. And the person who is saying for Yagya, Dadi was not affected. Right? So that means that Dadi was using the power. So why don't powers don't emerge at the right time? Because we don't use. If your aim is there, anything happen, let me see which power I can emerge now. Like yesterday, when I had to go to this eye doctor, they were doing something very new. I had never heard about it. And also imagining, because when they use word scrub, I said maybe they will use brush. But it was something very soft, and they scrub whatever extra calcium they call it is there, and it didn't hurt at all. Nothing happened. It was very, very good. Of course, doctor was very good too. But then I said, why am I having these thoughts? I have surrendered body to Baba, right? And Baba had been using, let me surrender. And after that, I had no thought. I was very quiet, and a lot of things were happening, but I was not affected at all. So I think that we have to, at the right time, emerge not only right power, but also right virtue. Whether it is criticism, whether it is bodily sickness, or anything, because we don't know what is next moment, right?
Right.
Even we are Tirkaldarshi, right? But we don't know what's going to happen next moment. But we know that whatever will happen will be good. And I should be ready to face it and emerge the right power. So why it doesn't happen? Because we don't do it. if we have that aim and practice, let me emerge the right power, it will happen.
Right, right. Didi, there's several things in what you just shared, but one thing that's coming to mind is that it is great fortune to have good doctors, and you have good fortune to have good doctors.
Mhm.
And maybe because you have such good wishes for them that drama reciprocates by providing good doctors. Because many times I hear so many complaints about doctors, and I feel it's so fortunate to have good doctors. But the other thing that I was thinking about, what you were sharing about, Dadiji, is that instead of blaming, I could not imagine Dadiji doing this, but if someone's criticizing me, like I will think, oh, but they said this and they said this. Instead of going towards blaming and all of that, to just become introverted and see which power needs to happen at this time. That's such an important lesson in that story, is which power needs to happen at this time, not worry about what's happening outside, but what power needs to happen inside.
It's like a warrior with the weapons, right? And
Right.
it depends if how he has to defend himself. If he doesn't know, what's the use of those weapons, right? But if he immediately knows, oh, this is the time to use a conch, I have to use the shield of drama, or I have to use the sword of knowledge. That means you need to know which weapons, what time. So powers are also like our weapons, right?
Right.
Don't know to use it, we will be defeated, right?
Right. Or we blame, or why is this person saying that? Or why, if we go into questions also, then we can't use it.
Negative thoughts, wasteful thoughts, or your energy drops. Many things can happen if you are not attentive and emerge your powers at that time. It's very interesting actually when we do it and we are able to do it. Then experience comes, no? But if I don't and I just say it's all right, but then there won't be any experience, then there won't be any further initiative or interest in emerging the powers. But it's very, very interesting. Baba said, oh, you have all the powers. Only you have to emerge them at the right time. Sometimes it happens at home. You have everything, but you forget that, oh, I don't have. So only you have to remember. Then people make a list, people write on the containers. They use many different methods to remember, right? So same is within us. All treasures are within us. We were full. Now we have to reclaim it again.
Right. That is such a useful story about Dadiji, because she didn't become extroverted. She didn't think this or that. She just looked inside and see which powers needs to be used.
Yeah,
And
one
all
time
we have to do is,
we were in Peace Park and we were sitting and we were eating something or what. So one person was criticizing other one, which I didn't like. I said, why they have to say for other person like this? But Dari is listening, but she's not listening. And I was surprised that she didn't react at all, nor she commented by saying, why are you saying it? A scene was there, she was observing, it passed. So I've seen many times Dadi using the right power so that her response to a situation is accurate, is right.
right. There was this one out of the whole Murli, the Baba was talking to Madhaban Nivasis, and he was saying that you have lagan, you have love for service, and because you have love for service, and he's listed out 4 or 5 things that happened. Everyone sees you as an angel. Everyone you have willpower, and I think it was no one is seeing your defects, things are hidden. So all of those things. And I was thinking how important it is to have seva bhav. So can you talk to us about seva bhav because there are so many reasons we could be doing service, but to really have that seva bhav, that pure intention to serve, like the Madhava Nivasis, that they have this very pure intention to serve, and because of that, they are getting so much.
Yeah, because if I am into getting position, my name should be mentioned, and why nobody gave reference to me. No, subtly this body consciousness or ego. But then what happens? Some people just get into power and authority, and which I think that your real authority is in your truth. Your real authority is in your dharana. No, Baba said dharma and karma. But a lot of people don't understand. And Baba always says your last test will be, maybe you did a lot, but you were not acknowledged. For me, I like to be incognito. I don't feel it's necessary, because whatever we're doing is seva bhav. It's for Baba, it's my fortune, it's for my love for my family. So when you're doing it with love, you're doing it for Baba's yagya and Baba, then I don't think that you will have this problem of, what Baba said, that there is real seva bhavana. So I think that most of us have it. Some might not have, but majority, they do with lot of love.
So you feel that's going to be our test paper, is if we are acknowledged or not acknowledged? That is interesting, because I like what you're sharing, that seva bhav is really that love for Baba, love for family, and no need for acknowledgement, and also to come from that real place of authority.
Baba also mentions, many rich people, early morning when it's still dark, whether in Amritsar, many temples, they just go and clean whole temple. They don't want anyone to see they did it, because they were rich people, and at home, their servants will be cleaning. And now they clean. So they don't want it to be known necessarily, right? So seva bhav really comes where you just do it because it's important to do. And it's recognized. It's not, everyone knows how sincere you are. You're not looking for name and fame. I noticed that, I shouldn't say lot, but some of the people could be on a prominent roles, but they are more role playing people. Their consciousness is not seva bhav. Like some people like their titles to be said again and again, their titles to be mentioned. And I feel what you have to do with the title. I always tell them, what I always did, I will do it whether whatever you call me or not. It's not I'm going to be less into, I will do more and more, right?
Right.
Not because of title, but because of seva bhav.
Right. So this thing, I really thought that was very interesting, where Baba was saying you even get willpower from Baba, because we want to do so much and we are not able to do. Like, let's say I want to have 4 hours of yoga a day, I'm not able to have. It's because of willpower. But if I change the way I do service, then I'll receive willpower from Baba. It was interesting. One last question, Didi, before we go, is about angel. Baba was saying that if you get up in the morning and, so far you've been thinking of yourself as a Brahmin, a BK, but now you need to get up at Amrit Vela and start thinking of yourself as an angel. So give us a couple of points along with angel. So I get up in the morning and I think I'm an angel, but apart from that, what else?
That's what I was thinking during day, that when Baba said, think you are an angel. So what are the qualifications to be angel, right? So I was
Right.
thinking that we should write down, at least there are a lot of points Baba gave in Murli. If you are this, you will be angel. If you're this. So one of the thing definitely I remember that angel is selfless, angel is messenger, angel is always carrying God's message, not one's own message. So some of the qualities, angel will always be very protective, will always cooperate, will always help. So if we write down, maybe take this homework and somebody can search in Murli and give us about what are the qualities of angel. It will be very easy in the morning. I am an angel, so these are my qualities. Not only for information or awareness, but we will be able to pay attention, imbibe, and use those qualities. And also not only in awareness, but by the night time I will feel I'm really angel. I really felt I was angel. So maybe we can take out some of the points from awake Murlis. Right?
Okay, Didi. Sounds good. I'll do that homework.
Okay, that's good.
Thank you so much for your presence. It was very deep, this conversation. It's a lot to think about.
Okay, thank you, Shireen.
Thank you. Om Shanti.
Shanti.
Om Shanti. Thank you, Didi. Thank you, Sharon Ben. So now we will remember Baba. We'll take drishti from Didi. So request everyone, please turn on your videos if you have not done. And tomorrow is Wednesday. Our schedule from Amrit Vela 3:30 a.m. to 4:45 a.m. In the evening, 5 to 5:15, we will have a weekly children Malay class. And 6 o'clock, Bhatti will start, followed by Hindi series, English series, and a weekly journey. So let's remember Baba.
शांत स्वरूप शक्ति स्वरूप प्रेम स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ पवित्र स्वरूप सुख स्वरूप आनंद रूप में आत्मा हूँ निराकार की मैं पहचान बिंदु स्वरूप में स्वरूप में आत्मा शांत स्वरूप शक्ति स्वरूप प्रेम स्वरूप में आत्मा दीप में जैसे ज्योति है सीप में जैसे मोती है अंबर में जैसे तारे फूलों में खुशबू होती है भ्रिकुटी बीच में विराजमान रूप अनूप में आत्मा परम पिता की मैं संतान शांत स्वरूप, शक्ति स्वरूप, प्रेम स्वरूप मैं आत्मा हूँ। देह नहीं मैं देही हूँ, तन के गृह में गेही हूँ। शिव की प्यारी, तन से न्यारी, आत्मा सभी की स्नेही हूँ। दिव्य गुणों की मैं हूँ खान, दिव्य स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ। परम पिता की मैं संतान, ज्योति स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ। शांत स्वरूप, शक्ति स्वरूप, प्रेम स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ। ब्रह्म से मैं अवतार लिए, देह का मैं आधार लिए। सृष्टि मंच पर अभिनय करती मैंने जन्म कई बार लिए। साथी मेरा सर्वशक्तिमान, ज्ञान स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ। परम पिता की मैं संतान, ज्योति स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ। शांत स्वरूप, शक्ति स्वरूप, प्रेम स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ। पवित्र स्वरूप, सुख स्वरूप, आनंद रूप में आत्मा हूँ, आत्मा हूँ। शांत स्वरूप, शक्ति स्वरूप, प्रेम स्वरूप में आत्मा हूँ।
Om Shanti, Om Shanti.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
Om Shanti, Mohini Didi.
Om Shanti. Om Shanti, Mohini Didi. Om Shanti, Avekti Parivar.
शांति व्यक्त
Om Shanti, Avekti Parivar.
Om Shanti,
everyone.
Om Shanti.
Thank you, Baba.
Right.
Om Shanti.
Be a karma yogi. Practice stabilizing in your original religion. Just as the instruments of science are able to create an atmosphere of heat or cold, in the same way, you master almighty authority souls with your silence, that is, with your power of remembrance, and with the stage of your deep love, can spread whatever vibrations or atmosphere you want. For this, practice stabilizing in your original religion and creating an atmosphere of happiness, peace, and power. Let any soul who comes into that atmosphere experience that they can attain a lot of happiness, peace, and power here.
कर्म योगी बनो। प्रैक्टिस करो अपने निजी स्वधर्म में स्थित होना। जैसे साइंस का यंत्र गर्मी या सर्दी का वायुमंडल बना देता है, ऐसे आप मास्टर सर्वशक्तिवान आत्माएं अपने साइलेंस अर्थात याद की शक्ति से अपने लगन की स्थिति द्वारा जो भी वायुमंडल या वाइब्रेशन फैलाना चाहो वह फैला सकते हो। इसके लिए प्रैक्टिस करो अपने निजी स्वधर्म में स्थित हो सुख, शांति व शक्ति का वायुमंडल बना दो। उस वायुमंडल में जो भी आत्मा आए वह महसूस करे कि यहाँ बहुत सुख, शांति व शक्ति प्राप्त हो रही है। ओम शांति।
Recording stopped.